This is Gerardo Daura with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the CEO of Daura Gold, el señor Luis Saenz. Luis, un placer. How are you today, sir?
Gerardo, it's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm doing very well.
Well, listen, this is the first time that you and I have a conversation publicly on the air, and I want to talk about the very, very important community agreement that you just signed and the initiation of the exploration program that you announced earlier this month, because it's a milestone for the company. You're in a region where you have several big companies surrounding you, including Barrick, Highlander Silver. I could go on Vale. I can continue, but you have a big land package. You have a very committed team. But I want to talk about your background first. Can you tell people a little bit about yourself?
Yes, Gerardo. Thanks for the opportunity to talk a little bit about Daura and what we're looking to do. I mean, my background has always been in mining, mainly on the finance side. I was with a company now defunct called Brandeis, which was a broker for the London Metal Exchange. Then I was with Merrill Lynch in New York on the commodity side, always focused on mining and in Latin America. And then later for a long stint with Standard Bank, a South African bank, and I managed their operations in Latin America based out of Lima. After that, I've done a number of things, including being on the business development side for a major engineering company, being on the mining side myself privately. Until the Daura opportunity came, I was running my own advisory boutique focused on mergers and acquisitions, corporate strategy, and the likes. Again, always in mining, very focused in Latin America, particularly in the Andean region. So, this is my backyard. I'm actually Bolivian by birth. I've lived in Peru since '98, but always been involved on the mining side. I actually know the district where Daura has its properties very well, having looked at projects there, including our neighbor San Luis, that San Luis project, very closely in the past. So that's as a matter of background.
Excellent. And listen, with your background, with the network that brings, you clearly had opportunities to look at many projects, right? Be it in Peru, be it in other regions. What is it about this specific land package that attracted you? And then let's talk about the community agreement and the initiation of the exploration program leading into that.
Yeah, I mean, that district has always been an interesting district, okay? I mean, the San Luis project is not a new project into the market. I mean, it's been around for a very long time, always known to be a very attractive, high-grade project that was held first by Esperanza Silver, I think it was, or Esperanza Gold, and then Silver Standard, and today Highlander Silver. So I've known that project for a very long time. When the founders of Daura invited me to join, they already had part of that land package. They had acquired part of that land package, and I was very interested in seeing what was going to happen with that district and that project in particular. Now, that district itself has had issues around the community relations, social issues in the past, and that's why San Luis, to a very large degree, was held back for some time. So there was the opportunity, but there was also the challenge. I mean, as you very well know, issues around social license in Peru and everywhere really are at the forefront of any decision making. In terms of a company. So it was exciting to see that the people behind Daura had placed a bet on that district. We are adjacent to the San Luis project, and SSR was committed to resolving the issues and advancing San Luis, understanding that it was a non-core asset for them. In fact, we had conversations with them before Highlander Silver acquired them. So this was an important it was an important part of the decision for me to get involved. I really liked the district. Which brings us to where we are today, right? I mean, Daura held through it, had its properties. They consolidated around the time of the pandemic. We held on to the properties after the pandemic, the downturn in the markets, et cetera. And we came back to market last year. Our listing was earlier this year. And since then, we've moved quickly to deploy our team and our resources towards advancing as you well say, I mean, our fairly large land package into different work streams. And in that, it's important to really talk about what goes on with the communities. Obviously, Highlander has been advancing in their properties, and we share some of those communities. We've already started our community work in that area of the district, and what we have achieved is an agreement with the Pampas Grande community, which is south of San Luis, where some of our other properties are. It is a milestone for us. We started only a couple of months ago, and we already have a community agreement that we're, as we speak, mobilizing. We have already people on site looking at already starting work on the sampling program that we had told the investors that we were going to be starting in all of our properties. So this is a first step, a first milestone of what we expect are many others that will cover our entire land package in terms of our first work program.
Clearly, you're wanting to systematically de-risk the targets, right? And I know a lot of times for shareholders, it can be, people get impatient sometimes, but it's such important work, especially in the region, to do the kind of work that you're doing, not only on the social license side, but as far as de-risking the targets, because you have such a large land package. What can we expect for the rest of 2025?
Well, I mean, we've got, as you mentioned, the word de-risk is really our focus, right? We have a large land package. Only the portion of the land package that is adjacent to San Luis, namely our Antonella target, has been explored. Okay, there is a lot more. We are talking also to other concession holders in an effort to consolidate our land packages even further. So you can expect milestones in terms of the work that we're currently doing in the Pampas 1 and Pampas 2 area, because we will have results on those samples, in the next couple of months at the latest. We are working on community agreements in the other areas, and also that will lead on to other work programs that include sampling and some delineation of drill targets. We are starting work on the drill permits so that we can also be ready for that later in the year. I mean, just a lot of work going on, and in the meantime, you mentioned before that there are a number of large players there. I mean, obviously paying attention to what Barrick is doing. Vale is there, Nexa is there, Highlander Silver, of course, right next to us, and they recently raised funds to put them to work in the area. We're trying to keep ourselves up to speed with what they're doing. Obviously, maintaining dialogue with them because we want to be aligned in terms of the social aspects of the whole district. Excited about where gold and silver are today, so that's also good news. So a lot of exciting times coming forward.
Looking forward to chatting again, Luis. It's been an absolute pleasure. You have an exciting year. You have the perfect gold environment with gold above $3,400 today and looking like it's headed higher. Anything to add to that?
You know, we are very excited about the gold price. Of course, it doesn't look like it's going down anytime soon. That only helps the market sentiment. But you know, we need to focus. We need to focus on community first work program. You know, on the back of those community agreements, and look at how to advance and take advantage of these markets to basically show investors and add value as we do the work, you know, ourselves and in conjunction with our neighbors.
Luis, un placer, muchísimo gusto. Thank you for your time, sir.
No, thank you. Un placer, Gerardo, and I'll look forward to talking to you again.
Excellent. Can't wait. Thank you. Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.